First, the latest developments in the row sparked by the government's plans to remove Congress-appointed governors. UP Governor B.L. Joshi has resigned from his post. Sources are telling CNN-IBN that all governors appointed by the Congress are likely to submit their resignation. Sources also telling us that those who refuse to resign could be transferred by the government. However, Karnataka Governor H.R. Bharadwaj and Assam Governor J.B. Patnaik have denied reports that they are planning to resign. Sources also say that Kerala Governor Sheila is still undecided on resigning. According to sources, the centre was planning to remove 5 governors, including Joshi. These include the governors of Kerala, Punjab, Bengal and Madhya Pradesh.
मुझे किसी ने ना कहा है ना मैं दूंगा।
लेकिन होम मिनिस्ट्री की तरफ से कोई नोट मिला, कोई लेटर मिला?
कुछ नहीं मिला होम मिनिस्ट्री
तो अभी आप राष्ट्रपति से मिले थे, क्या कर्टसी कॉल था क्या?
हाँ, कर्टसी कॉल है मेरा, वो आज से संबंध है। मैं जब से राजनीति में आया तब से मेरा।
तो आपने रिजाइन नहीं किया?
नहीं, मैं कोई ना रिजाइन करूंगा।
Sir, I have not resigned, but who has created this news?
आप राष्ट्रपति से मिले और एक
राष्ट्रपति से जब गवर्नर मिलते हैं, रिजाइन करने के लिए मिलते हैं।
आपके इस्तीफा देने की खबर दिया है ना? आपसे इस्तीफा
मैं क्यों इस्तीफा दूंगा? क्यों? कारण क्या है?
I can't react to rumors. I can't react to rumors.
Do you feel that the BJP-led government is indulging in a witch hunt?
Of course it is, very clearly. I think it's very unfortunate. The year 2010, a very clear judgment came out from the Supreme Court, which said that while government can remove governors, it cannot be done in an arbitrary, whimsical or capricious manner. I've heard from some sources that, in fact media, that Home Secretary called up governors. I mean, governors outrank Home Secretaries. Governors are constitutional posts, and it's high time we learn the fact that there is something called a constitutional post and respected for that.
Mrs. Sheila also been asked to resign, and will she be putting in her papers now?
I have no idea. You should ask her. She's a governor. It would not be fair on me to comment on what she would like to do or not like to do. If there's anything, I think we should ask her.
We should not be tampering with the posts of the governors, which is a constitutional position. Unless, of course, there's something very specific that you have against the governor of acts of commission and omission. Otherwise, in principle, just because it was he or she is an appointee of an earlier government, to change them is not politically ethical and not constitutionally correct.
Let's get in more from IBN7's political editor Pallavi Ghosh. She joins us live now. Pallavi, after all that speculation in the morning, now the Congress seems to be digging in its heels. J.B. Patnaik, the only governor who's officially quit.
Well, that's right. In fact, Congress sources are saying there's going to be a kind of a U-turn. See, this battle over the post of the governor is something which not just the NDA but even the UPA can be accused of. Remember when they came to power in 2004, at that point of time, many governors appointed by the then NDA government and who had still had lots of time left as far as the term was concerned were actually asked to step down. But this is a confrontation which is going to be full-blown between the Congress party and also between the government at the center. There are governors like that which sources are telling us, like Sheila who are not keen to step down. H.R. Bharadwaj himself has made it very, very clear on record that there is no question of him stepping down. So the Congress is now saying that just put up this battle. But on the other hand, the NDA points out that if you could do it, we can do it too. See, at the end of the day, though the governor's post is supposed to be an apolitical post, it's never really been that. There's always been a tendency of a new government at the center to have people-friendly or their friendly governor also at the states, and more importantly, to find a placement for many of the outer work leaders or those leaders they could not accommodate as far as the cabinet was concerned.
Pallavi, this whole tug of war between the UPA and the NDA over the issue of governors really raises the larger question as well. Is it a time to retire the post of the governor perhaps?
Well, that's a debate which has been going on because his is in a sense a ceremonial post. The governor is appointed on the recommendation of the central government by the president. The president can actually ask for a resignation of a governor if very often he gets that request coming in from the central government. And what work really does remain for the governor? There have been governors, for example, H.R. Bharadwaj, who have been at loggerheads with the Yediyurappa government. The Gujarat governor has been at loggerheads with the then Gujarat chief minister and now the prime minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. So that confrontation has always been there, and usually the tendency has been to have a governor who is very friendly to both the center and the state level, which again then we go back to the same question that what's the point? What's the point of a governor who cannot really apply that check and balance?